next week's message, but this last Monday morning, I had just sat down in my chair. I'd taken a deep breath, got a sip of coffee, and I heard a car door close outside my window. And I peeked out there really quick. I'm like, oh, I know her. So I quickly hustled down because the door was locked, because on a Monday morning, I don't want to see anybody. Some of y'all are like, is he serious? I'm gonna let you just sit with that one. Anyways, I came down to see, let this person in and drop everything to talk to him, and it wasn't one of you. But it was somebody who seemed very friendly, came in and was so excited that I was the pastor, right? Can I have 5 minutes of your time, she said. That's a loaded question. Is it not? John, your dad asked me for 5 minutes of my time once. John's dad was the guy who hired me. It's been 18 years now. Okay, where am I going here? Yes, I said, I got 5 minutes of time, partly because that morning in my journal, I had said, Lord, help me be fiercely present with whoever you put in front of me today. And at that point, I'm like, I was going to pray, Lord. I was going to journal. I was going to do the things you want me to do this morning. And the lady says, can I have 5 minutes of your time? And I'm like, by the door, I'm like, yeah, can we do it here? Do you want to sit down? She wanted to sit down. 45 minutes later, I got to walk her back out the front door. Fantastic woman, okay? I got to hear most of her life story. I got to hear every elected official she helped put into office here in Spokane. But more importantly, I got to hear her heart for the unhoused population in Spokane. That's ultimately what she was here doing. She was recruiting for a ministry that she's door knocking for that was asking churches and local businesses to be like a warming shelter for our friends without homes. Okay, this would have been a great week for our friends without homes to have warming shelters. Oh, she was passionate about it. She said, you know what, Pastor? I don't know if she knew my first name, even though I used my first name, but you know what, Pastor? You guys don't have to do anything except be the space. Oh? Yeah, just be the space. Like our staff will bring in the cots. They'll bring in the beds, they'll bring in the blankets, they'll bring in the food, they'll bring in the full-time staff who will stay up all night, and we will even vet the people who get to come to the church. No riffraff, right? Nobody that's addicted to nothing. They're going to be the cream of the crop, the good people. And in fact, she said, I'll make it even better. We're going to have them meet somewhere else, and then we'll bus them over to your building once everybody's gone, and then the next morning we'll bus them away before anybody gets here. Twice a week, they'll bring a shower truck, and you guys don't have to do anything. And seriously, like 2 or 3 times, she looked at me in the eyes and said, Pastor, this is what Jesus would do. I can't disagree with her. Right? Everything. Which, Edie, if you're watching upstairs, it means the live stream's back on. If you're not watching, I'll talk to you later. She gave me information, right? So I said to her, this is about 43 and a half minutes into our conversation, I said, hey, I got a buddy used to go to college with back in the 1900s. He is big into the unhoused population, unhoused ministries here in Spokane. Have you ever heard of this guy? And she's like, oh yeah, Johnny. Yeah, he's like number 2 in charge of all this ministry. Oh, if she had led with that, I would have stuck with the 5-minute conversation. Okay, I was trying to pawn this off on him, but he was already part of it. All right, she was so excited to talk to me, and it truly was like she's not watching because the live stream's down. I enjoyed my time with her, so I walked her back to the door, and I was about to say goodbye, and I looked out, and there's another woman outside the church, and she's got herself a stack of papers, right? So I said goodbye to the first lady. Told her I would put all the information in the hands of the right people, and then the attorney said hello to the other lady.